That's right, it's happening again. If you can believe it. Can you believe it? Whoa, hello. No, I don't want that. I'm on the wrong. This is part 2. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hang on a second. There we go. That's what I want. I just need to drop this into the old. It's really awkward how I have to every single time. I need to do this after I start streaming. I have to plug in the link to the live stream in my Discord, and well, if you're rewatching this broadcast, you have to sit through this crap. But let's not talk about it anymore. Let's talk about what I'm here to draw today. Last time, I tried to... the project at hand is taking this map, or these 2 maps, from the Dungeons & Dragons sticker map, reprinted in the Dungeons & Dragons cartoon DVD box set, and aligning it properly with what do you call it? The actual cartoon. So Elfsar's here. Hello and welcome. What's going on tonight in the realm of Elfsar? How are my volumes? Can you hear the music? Is it too loud? Is it too quiet? Is it just right? So today we're just... I reviewed, before I came on here, I reviewed episodes 1 and 2 of the cartoon, to make sure that I got my story straight. And so there are 3 locations in episode 1. So I think we'll focus on those 3 locations, and we'll actually draw them out properly. In the previous one, we just kind of went broad strokes, as you can see, figuring out where the locations are. And I don't even have them all. There's way more locations than I thought there was going to be. I didn't think this through. Because this has now become a huge project. So we'll see how that goes. And it's a little warm in my office, so I got my fan going. Hopefully that's not going to come through on the microphone. Audio is good. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So the 3 locations are... Here's, according to my notes, which I have right here. The 3 locations in The Night of No Tomorrow, episode 1, are the cliffs. Let me see if I can show you them. This is kind of where the group starts out, in this area here. It does not give it a name. I think I have another... There's another picture from that same part of the script. So it's a big mountain. There's a big mountain with the floating rocks, but also... Nope. But also this kind of like canyoning area. So it's, I guess it's canyon on one side and a mountain on the other. Or a series of mountains. It's an interesting geographical puzzle. And then the second location that they go to is Merlin's Castle. Do you get copyright claims on your vids? Yes. Yes, I do. And, fun fact, I'm also, as you know, I'm a member of the Cthulhu rock band, The Darkest of the Hillside Thickets. And I uploaded, yesterday, I uploaded the Darkest of the Hillside Thickets live show from July the 5th. And I get copyright claims from our distributor, the distributor of our music. Who basically none of the distributors have customer service. So even though I am a member of the Darkest of the Hillside Thickets, and I the owner of the official YouTube channel, the Darkest of the Hillside Thickets, when I put my music on my YouTube channel, I get copyright claims from our distributor. And there's not really anything I can do about it because they don't care, and they don't read your messages or emails or whatever. So that's just the way the world works. It's fun. It's great. It's the life. It's the world we live in. So the thing I was thinking about Merlin's Castle is, and it's kind of a broader question about this whole project, is like, usually in the cartoon, well, sometimes in the cartoon, like for example, in episode 1 and episode 2, they go to a place and then the place changes. So my decision is, which version of the place do I put on the map? Like for example, in episode 2, oh no. Yeah, for example, in episode 2, there's the Valley of the Beholder, and at the end of the episode, the Beholder's gone, so it's not really the Valley of the Beholder anymore. But I'm thinking I'll do like the Valley of the Beholder, with with the desolation that the Beholder causes. Whereas when the Beholder is defeated, the valley blooms back into a verdant paradise. Yeah, so these are kind of things. And in this episode, at the end of the episode 1, Merlin's castle floats away on its cloud. So it seems like it doesn't necessarily have one spot on the map that it would be. So my question is, do I draw it? Do I not draw it? Probably I will draw it. And then the last location is this, the village of Helix. Sometimes in the script they call it, or the characters in the show call it a village. Sometimes they call it a town. I don't think it makes much of a difference to me. I'm kind of not sure. There weren't very many actual establishing shots of the village. This particular frame, the two characters are looking at it through a cauldron, through a magical scrying cauldron kind of thing. So mostly what we get is buildings on fire in the episode. So I won't draw that. But referring back to the original, this great thing, let me, instead of making the layer bigger, maybe I'll zoom in. What I have to do, or what I guess I'm deciding to do now, is how closely do I need to mimic this art? Because it's good art. It's great art. I feel like there's two different artists for the two different sides of this map. Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. I think I'm right. I feel like the art on the right-hand side is more adequately crafted than on the left-hand side. But they're all good. So we have, let me grab a red here. On the original map, we do have the layer of Tiamat. So, the opacity is at 27% for some reason. We do have the layer of Tiamat. And we do have this box canyon, which I looked it up. And a box canyon is just a canyon that only has one entrance. Another definition online was a canyon that has high walls. And I feel like that does not adequately describe, again, this whole situation here. Oh, I don't want that layer. I want this layer. So, I don't know. Should we start with, I guess I'm deciding to just call this the layer of Tiamat. And why not? And should I put it? I'm not going to worry about where on the map it goes. I'm just going to draw the drawing. Something that there's another fellow on the old internet, on the Facebook page, the Dungeons & Dragons cartoon Facebook page, named Andrew Bator. And he did a very involved map. And like the similar map that I was using last time, which looks like this. This is the James Mishler map. Mishler? Oh no, I cut it off. I cropped it. James Mishler map. It incorporates stuff from the game. And my map will not incorporate anything from the game that's not in the cartoon. It's just the cartoon. So what was I talking about this? I was talking about why did I bring this up? Forgotten already. Yeah. Oh, Andrew Betor has a map that does the same thing as the other fellow, where it incorporates, but he pointed out to me a couple of interesting facts. Mainly that the production order does not necessarily, because yesterday we were going, okay, well, we're going to start with episode 1 and 2 and 3, and they were all largely close to each other. But Andrew pointed out that I think it was in one episode, Bobby had his 10th birthday. And in a later episode, Bobby said he was not yet 10. So the production order is not necessarily the chronological order of the show. So that's kind of an interesting aspect. I'm not sure if it makes that much difference as to where I'm going to place things. I wanted to look at Andrew's map today. I couldn't find it. But now that I think about it, because I thought I had it downloaded, and then I was looking through the group for his posts. But let me try Andrew Betor Dungeons. Let me just Google it. Maybe that's the answer. Get rid of all this crap in my desk. Dungeons, Dragons map. Will it just show up? Maybe it will. Maybe it will. Nope. That's the James Mishler map. I won't spend too much time on this, but nope, that's my map. Yeah, no, I can't find it. Cannot find it. Okay. So next time. We'll look at it next time, I guess. And for now, let's just draw these. But I feel like what I want to do, what I need to do, is get my head into the style of what I'm going to be drawing here. So let's take this box canyon and let me just draw it. And it's going to be not on the blue layer. Let's make a new layer. And we're going to make it, I'm just going to call it B. And we're going to make it green. And this is going to be our new layer. And I just want to get in the zone and see if my pen I don't like my pen. Maybe the problem is it's too big. No, it's 6. 6 points is not too big. Maybe I just need a different pen. Or maybe I need to do everything bigger. Seems like really... No, it's fine, actually. So where's my... Hang on. This is 100%. Changed color on me for some reason. Let's try a different one. Let's try sample brush number 3. No, we don't want that. Sometimes Photoshop shows me... Let's try rusty nib number 6. That seems a little scratchy. Yeah, that seems too much texture. I might just go back smooth natural nib. That might be the one. Let's get it down to something like that. Okay. I'm going to delete everything I've done. I'm going to go to my original... I'm going to grab... Where is it? There it is. This is my layer. And I'm going to... It's not... what did I do? Oh, I see what happened. Perfect. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm going to grab this. Let's grab a couple things. Let's grab this and some of these over here. And let's plop that in. And let me just... See, I feel like... What is my resolution on this? Image size. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Okay. I might as well do it on the same layer. Why not? Just so I can see. get in the mind space of the original artist. I can see he's doing some hatching on the side. A little bit of textural dots there. I'm not trying to copy this, I'm just trying to figure out what his, or her, feel like I need my pen, I need my pen to be bigger, and I need to be drawing bigger. That's what I'm realizing here. But the trick will be, because I'm going to be doing this in many different sessions, to keep the line, the line style, the line values, the line weight, the line quality consistent in all the different points on the map. But I kind of like how this is going. I like how they did the mountains, the distant mountains, with the what you might call the atmospheric perspective. And probably the easier way to do that is, I don't know, maybe not. Let's draw a mountain. He didn't do the top, or she. So maybe he just like, or she, just erase that guiding line. And of course the bottom one too. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. I'm getting in the zone. So the map will be in this kind of style. Like, yes, my whole point was I wanted to make the map in this style, but just correct the names of the locations, because there's a bunch of locations that are not relevant to the cartoon. They were relevant to the sticker book. I just thought it would be cool to do. This one, oh, now let's go over to this side here. Look at that wretched pass up there. Oh yeah, that's a good one. And the Dawn Valley. Yeah, see, these renderings are, the quality is superior, I would say. Let me get rid of my blue layer altogether. And I'm just thinking, just looking at these. So the wretched pass, the light source is obviously on the left, and the shadows are on the right side. And I'm just curious if that's held consistent throughout the map. No. Maybe yes. No. No, it's not. Largely yes. But I'm seeing like these blind mountains. No. Drow Cavern, seemingly yes. Lolth's Lair, seemingly yes. Gloomy Forest, not relevant. Yeah. So I'm just like wondering what time of day and what direction. It's not important. We don't need to concern ourselves with that. But these mountains are really, really great. And I think relevant to what I'll be doing tonight. Right? Right? Ding. I just want to get a sense of what is my brush size going to be. And then clouds. Will there be clouds? I like this little bird here. That's happy. And then got these things here. And then some nice textures here. But I feel like I need to draw bigger or make my brush smaller. But if I make my brush smaller, I'm not going to be able to see it. But I also want to draw... The danger is if I draw things too big, I'll put too much detail into it. And that will not only will make the time affect the amount of time. But also, I won't have room on the map for all that stuff. Okay. So, with that in mind, let us find... Turn all these things off. And go to... Get our reference here. That's not the right reference. This is one of the references. And let's see if I can take these two. Why? Why Photoshop? Why? Okay. So this is going to be Tiamat's lair. Let's draw it. Let's take a shot at it. Maybe I should do a quick red version. Do I want to make a red layer? I guess I have to make a red layer. It's going to be the red layer. So mountain, great. We can even kind of steal the general shape of this. Maybe combine, like maybe this is the mountain here. Move it to the top. Yeah, let's maybe like merge those, combine that kind of idea there. And then it's already too big. Who is texting me? I'm just going to turn it off. Oh, it's Andrew. It's the guy I was talking about. But I'll come back to that because, as I said, we're not worried about where we're placing things yet. So let's make this a little taller. And then, we're going to have some floating thingies, right? I feel like this one is too samey. Put it in the background. 3 is a good number. And then these will be right? I mean, I kind of like how there's this big one here. So maybe we do that. And we get rid of this. And it's just like sticking out of the ground. Is that going to work? Am I putting too much detail into this already? Don't know. Just get some shapes in here. And if we decide that the light is coming from the left, like maybe I make this one bigger now, like we did before. And I guess we can't see the top of this one because it's higher than our horizon line, which will be, I don't know, let's just say here. Not that that's super relevant. Backgrounds was never my strong suit. And you can kind of see why. Yeah. Sure, let's just use what the other guy drew. Up, up, up. Up, 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 up. Yeah, something like that. I guess we don't really... Yeah, something like that. Is that too much? Is that too much? That's the question. Something like that. And then maybe these would be the horizontal. Horizontal. Mountains, like in the deal. Okay, so this is going to be our Tiamat's lair, I think. Can kind of like crop the edges, thus wise, more or less. And I need to make a lair. So this is smooth natural nib, and the brush size is 9. So I'm just gonna smooth natural nib 9. TGTS, True Grit Texture Supply. And I don't know, let's make that violet. And I'm just going to put it at the bottom. This is just so I know when I come back at another time. Alright, so this is Tiamat's Lair of Tiamat. Lair of Tiamat. Let us put it on the I guess I should merge those two layers. Alright, that's fine. Doing it now. Lair of Tiamat. Okay. Go to layer B. Yeah, man, yeah. Kind of cool. Maybe put another one back there. I'm going to turn my volume up because I want to hear this music. Not too much texture. Don't put too much detail into it, Torn. Don't fall into that trap. I feel like this is Battle Beyond the Stars or Krull or something. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Right, does that look like something? It's supposed to look like something. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. No, that's too lumpy. Drawing here. Lost the plot. There we go. That kind of looks like something. So if I got rid of the red, does that look like something? Not really. Do I need to draw in some? I feel like the problem is that those don't look. How do I draw clouds? Do I draw clouds? That's a question. It's a question I hadn't considered. Feel like I'll just put it just a bit. And these will be. I feel like that line is too faint. It's not going to read when I shrink it down, which I will have to do. All right, so I guess we can put the shadows in here of these things. Boom, boom, boom. So this is going to be the lair of Tiamat. I think that's done. Right? Now if I shrink that down on the map. Actually, let me save my work. This is lair of Tiamat. If I shrink that down, well, I guess it might be okay. Let's put it smack dab in the middle for now. So now, Tiamat's cliffside lair, that's what I wrote down. They went north to Merlin's castle. I'm actually going to keep that this size. And I'm going to make some guidelines for myself. R is the ruler I want. And I'm going to try to keep... Oh, hello. Oh my god, close that. I want to make... Height doesn't matter, but width, I think, more so. But we'll see. Squarish, rectangle-ish for starters. Okay, so we're happy with Lair of Tiamat. Let's do Merlin's castle. Look at that amazing thing. Are there any castles on the original? There must be. There's got to be. Give me some classic Spider-Man music. Dun, 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 dun. We have the Hall of Bones. We don't have any castles on the right-hand side, which is interesting. We have Kellick's castle on the left-hand side. Oh no, what happened? What happened to my... Did I actually cut it off? Boom. Oh, that's a bone. Okay. Let's go back here. Let's just grab... I'm not actually... There's no... I don't like Kellick's castle. So maybe I just don't use that as a reference. Like, okay, well, let me take a look here. Let me switch back to red. We do have some thicker line work over on here, whereas the other one was much more consistent. So I feel like this is going to be a learning process, and that my first draw, my last drawing. Yeah, let's put some more. Let's put some thicker lines on this layer of Tiamat. Right? I feel like this is a good thing. The outlines of things, and especially on the shadowy side, should have more. Maybe not so much in the background, but the foreground elements. We can do a bit of cross hatching. Who's gonna stop me? No one. No one's gonna stop me. Make everything a little bit darker. A little bit thicker on the... It's going to read better when it's smaller, which is what we want. Great. Fixed it. All right, Merlin's castle. We're going to have to draw a cloud. I know that much. Let's go back to our red layer and block it out. Feel like a cloud. I was never good. I have to draw clouds in my day job. Whenever there's any action going on against the sky. To indicate that it's sky, we put in clouds, unless it's night. Actually, sometimes when it's night too. But I feel like this will be a straight-on thing. And yeah, and my point is, I'm not good at clouds. I don't know. Do I want to do more reference? I feel like it should be more. Should have like one big tower, right? Am I wrong? Let's Google. What happens if we plug Merlin's castle into Google image search? Oh, interesting. Chateau de Pierrefonds. Huh. Huh. It comes up as Merlin's castle in many on Wikipedia, for example. So this is helpful. This is very helpful. Let's drop that in there. There's not going to be any trees. There will be ramparts, though, I guess, in theory. Oh my God! They did their research. It looks like they did their research, because the drawing in the... Okay, I gotta learn about this castle. The Chateau de Pierrefonds is a castle situated in the commune of Pierrefonds in the Oise department in the Hauts-de-France region, northern France. Why is it called Merlin's Castle? Merlin. The castle has often been used as a location for filming, including Les Visiteurs, Le Capitaine, Highlander the series, Messenger Joan of Arc, 1998 Man in the Iron Mask. The castle was used as the setting for Camelot in the BBC series Merlin. A cut scene of this castle was used to portray wizard. Okay. So it's not Merlin's castle. It's just been used in a lot of TV shows, and it looks very similar to what we have here. So I guess, why not? Why not? We'll use the style. I have another image here from a different angle. Maybe we'll use this one. It's not just flipped, is it? No. Information. Paste. There it is. That's cool. I learned something today. That's neat. Okay. So, I don't know. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it this wide, but we're definitely going to use this for a reference. So maybe, yeah, maybe we don't do the crenellated. Yeah, we just have to simplify. For the purposes of the map, we're going to simplify. So let me actually just decide. Let's let me, oops, erase some of this, some of these lines. But we can have, yeah, see, yeah. And we'll put a big, the big shape here. Tower. We'll just make the tower like that. Not too phallic. Another one. Another one. And then I guess this is the, I guess we will have some crenellations. A wall of some kind. And then another big one over here. Maybe. Something like that. We'll refer back to the information. I guess it's the main, the central. Is it too much? Is this too detailed? I feel like it's too detailed. I might have to compact it a bit. And maybe all that means is... No, not doing that. Yeah, maybe it's okay. Maybe remove this. Yeah, let's do that. Just move that up here. Why not? We don't want to overdo it. So let me refer back to the... I mean, that's something. I guess in the D&D version, they're all pointy tops. This one has a little thing, so let's add that. But I like how these ones have levels. Alright. Let me go back to... I want to put something. No, we'll just have this straight. Right. Put some. We'll cover the things up with clouds. Again, not sure how I'm going to draw these clouds to make them look like clouds. Tell ChatGPT to make one. No. I'm not telling ChatGPT nothing. Tell it where to stick its head. Something vaguely like this. One, two, three, four, five, 6 peaks. Seems excessive. But let's do it anyway. Okay. Again, we'll put the light source coming from the left, just because why not? I guess this is the main building here, and we want to keep it rough-ish. Something like that. Looks kind of like a castle. There we go. Something like that. This is going to be Merlin's castle. Okay, great. Hey, Cthulhu Inc. is here. Adios, Ozzy. Yes, Ozzy Osbourne has moved on to, as my friend Carl said, biting the heads off bats in heaven. Okay, so this is going to be our I wonder if I should mark them by episode number. Merlin's Castle. And then, so this one, 01 Lair of Tiamat. Pardon me. Let me just confer with my. Let's move this over. Get it out. Yeah, that's where I want you to be. Oops. Lair of Tiamat. The new Merlin's Castle will be green. Green. Right? Something like that. I think that's reasonable. Yeah. Let me see. While I'm here, let me take a look to see if there's any clouds that I can refer to in these guys here. Here's some. Yeah, the cabin. Well, this is smoke. Bump, 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 bump. Snake Pass is a kind of a weird thing going on here. There's some clouds in the distance, and then a texture behind the clouds. And then there's some clouds in these mountains. They're quite big, though. Oh, that's fine. Okay, let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. All right, this is Merlin's Castle. I'm on 9. Let's go to my black. What else is Cthulhu Inc. saying? He had a hell of a run, says Elfsar. Yes, indeed, he did. He had some good things. You only get one outing. Yeah. Where is Merlin's Castle on the map? Don't know yet. We know that it's north of Tiamat's lair, which is the first thing I drew, which is here. There's Tiamat's lair. And let us now draw, if we can. Let me get this reference smaller, I guess. And I don't need all this extra blue sky above it. Just keep that handy. Okay. Maybe this is the last one. We only do 2 tonight. I still need to do the town of Helix for episode 1, but we might end at Merlin's Castle for tonight. Okay, where's my other references? That's a lot of green that I don't need. Hit the road, green. It's going to be a balance of getting the features right while at the same time keeping it loose and simple. Can I do it? This is the challenge. So, windows. Should I do the hard part first, the clouds? Probably I should. Oh, this is where it all falls down. Do I do vertical shading or horizontal shading? Man, that looks terrible. I'm not good at drawing clouds, everybody. Maybe I just keep it loose. I'm gonna make my underlayer more under. See how that goes. Papa. Okay. Let's put that over here. feel like... I mean, it is kind of... It's blackish. Okay, let's do this guy. And it's going to be shrunk down on the main map. So I'm not too concerned. But maybe the way to do it is to get those darker tones. Does that work? Kind of, sort of? Feel like I'm doing too many. That looks terrible. There. Is that something? Okay. That's behind there. Something like that. No! I don't know. Do I do a crosshatch here? Not sure about that. Let's make these outlines a bit thicker. And we got this giant phallic one, which seems to have like a diamondy motif at the top. I'll just copy that more or less. Ba 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 ba. Something like that. I really should, maybe I say again, Let's put a couple windows on there. 3 windows. 3 is the magic number. Well, like this one has a... Sure, let's do this. I'm just looking over here. Oh, you can't see because it's not above the layer. Over in this area here. We'll just recreate that more or less. Not sure about that weird window thing though, but let's go for it. Okay, so this part is going to be the... Get rid of that for a second. Nope. Where's my other... That's the one I want. For this part in particular. This stuff around here. So, let me put that in. We can get closer to wrapping this up. Okay. Damn it. Little. Oh, there's the... Okay. I see what's happening. Crenellations, everybody. We got crenellations. Everybody loves crenellations. Who doesn't love crenellations? Get crenellated, they used to tell me in high school. Something like that. And we'll give it the little... This little thingy here. It's coming together, I think. Something like that. See? Well, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just not going to worry about that. Things on the bottom. Get a couple windows. Some random lines, always good. We'll do this last one. It's kind of like, almost, I kind of want to like copy and paste, but I won't. I won't. Straight line. And that's going to go down into the clouds. No. Why am I so bad at drawing clouds? Not really sure about that, but okay, keep going, keep going. Yeah, let me do it this way. And the line at the bottom. Oh, it's too big. Straighten that out. Crop it. Beep, 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 beep. Crenellations. I'm doing what I was worried that I was going to do, which is too much detail. But we're almost done. Getting a little bit sloppy at the end here. All right. And then bonk, bonk, bonk. Yeah, okay. Do this. Do this guy in the back here. Something like that. That's too wide. Too wide. Let's do the top of the tower first. Something like that. I see things are happening in the chat, but I gotta focus. Okay. Make it center. Where's the center? God. Help me, Jeebus. Help me, Ozzy. Ozzy Osbourne in heaven. Help me. Okay. I feel like we might be done Merlin's Castle. Oh, let's give some more. Windows. Maybe a couple here. I don't know. Is that wrong to do? Do we need crenellations down here? I think we do. Get crenellated. Okay. That's Merlin's Castle. Adam Thaxton is here, doing great. Even though that one central tower looks a little tilted. Oh no. Here's what I'll do. Here's the. I mean, I was using the. It's probably just this part here that's the problem, isn't it? Because I was using the Photoshop. If you hold Shift down, it draws straight lines. But you should be lifting your pen up, or your stylus up. Let me add some. Let me get some heavier lines in around the edges of these things. Fill that in. Is that good enough? Good enough? That's good enough. Clouds. Is it tilted? Is it leaning over? Let's transform horizontal. It kind of is, isn't it? If I made a guide, here, if I made this guide right in the middle. Yeah, it's kind of, let me see if I can fix that with the power that I hold in my hand. That doesn't help. Now it's slanting the other way. Damn you! Maybe I'll just redraw it. Okay, let me move this. Is that what we want to have happen? Let me just redraw that part. Now that I have the guide, nothing could possibly go. How tall was it before? Okay, it's here. It's my new starting point. Oh, damn it. Redo. Okay. Delete. Something like that. God, I'm really bad at this. Something like that. Now if I erase the middle line. There. Does that look slanty now? Or better? Maybe it'll just be slanty. Oops. Zoom out, not in. Okay. Let's take that back. Let's flip it back. And, yeah. Oh, I know what it needs. It's a little bit of shading on. Nope. I'm on erase for some reason. B. No, B. B. B for brush. There we go. Let's get some more. I think it's okay. I worry about these clouds. Like, okay, here's our whole map, right? And this thing is probably going to be like that big on it. But I don't know. I'll come back to it later. All right. Save our work. We've got most of episode 1 drawn. That was way too much work. And I don't like it. But we do know where there's Tiamat's lair. The lair of Tiamat. And Merlin's castle. Like Merlin's castle should be a little bit smaller in relation to. And then to the east of Merlin's castle is the town of Helix. So if we were to draw a little town, I don't know, maybe it would just be like 3 buildings, because it's called a village, and for some reason there was a there's Helix. For some reason, I don't know what this is supposed to be. Like, what is that? Is that just stairs coming up a hill? Is that what that is? It's got some little trees, so we could draw in a tree. That doesn't look like a tree. There, that kind of looks like a tree. I don't know. We'll make. I would make the houses look more like houses, but that could be as. Maybe I'll just draw it now. Since I'm here, let's just draw it now. Get this thing over with. Holy crap! How long have I been streaming for? An hour and 4 minutes. Okay. All right. This is gonna be 01 Helix. Let me grab. Where's my Helix reference again? I had it. There it is, right at the top. Okay, great. We'll just make the buildings look kind of sort of like it. I'm gonna auto contrast that. Does that do anything? Auto contrast? No, not really. Okay. By the power of tilt brush. By the power of toothbrush, says Cthulhu Inc. The castle looks like it's floating on a giant meringue. True. The richer towns have escalators. Yeah, maybe it's an escalator. All right. So this is going to be Helix. Let's do our green. Let's do a house that's facing this way. Right. Do I really want to put in fences? I don't think I do. But we can put in whatever the hell that is. Oh, I see. Kind of. I kind of see. It's got a little chimney here. We can do a little bit of smoke. Why not? Coming out of that chimney. The town of Helix. Oh, that's the fate of Helix right there. Alright, so this is... We'll put another one. Let's put another one here. Similar to what's... Is that supposed to be a barn? It's kind of like... I kind of like how they're not really straight, these houses. I want to get rid of that. The Loch Ness hamster? What does that mean? Yeah, something like having a hard time. Probably the underdrawing is throwing me off. This house looks way bigger than the other house. I don't like it. Tilt. Make it more on the hill. Smoke coming out of this one too. Everyone's home right now. I hear my phone, but I don't know where I put it. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm gonna wrap it up. Gotta go. Just block this in. We would call it a night. Maybe 2 houses is fine. Maybe the suggestion of a 3rd house. Something like that. And we won't worry about the... Maybe we'll put the weird trail in the middle. Something like that. The village of Helix. Alright. Oh, a tree. There. That may suffice for the village of Helix. We'll come back. We'll come back another day and compare. Alright, thanks for joining me. It's quite hot in here, so I'm going to bid you a fond farewell. I don't know when the next live stream will be, but it will be. We'll be looking at the locations in the Eye of the Beholder. So, aye and goodbye. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.